This is December 3rd. It's a Thursday morning. This is my backyard. These trees are so special to me. They're in my neighbor's yard, so I pray all the time that they don't get cut down. That tree, her name is Patricia, and she's beautiful. You see those two trees over there? They're in danger of getting cut down by my neighbor because the squirrels bother them. They claim that sitting on their deck, the squirrels hit them with acorns. I don't know if I believe that or not. I don't think squirrels intentionally hurt anybody. We have a fish pond over there. A turtle and fish in that enclosure for the winter. And this is my little slice of paradise. This is my extent of what I get to experience of nature. And there's many mornings when I can hear plenty of birds. There's one. It's going to be a beautiful day. Hey, so I wanted to apologize for my appearance. I just got up. But I watched a show last night on Discovery called Extinction, and I cried a lot of the way through that movie. And it's not because I'm menopausal, although I have been crying like crazy going through this change of life thing. But a few months back, I started to receive information from the elemental kingdom. And actually, I had started receiving information from the elemental kingdom a long time ago. Oh, who's that? I heard a bird. But recently I've received information and messages from the elemental kingdom, from my guides and angels, asking us to begin to connect with the divine in the elements in the physical world, the divine in the physical world. So Shalini, my friend, and I got together and created a series of 4 classes, one for each of the 4 elements. We started with fire and the goddess Pele, moving on to water and the goddess Kuan Yin. The one we just did about a week ago was the element earth and the ascended master Gaia. And we're going to be doing air and the goddess Isis in the month of December, which is what we're in now. But in preparing for the earth element class, I was given visions of the planet as a being as a whole, so the ascended master Gaia, who is, the ascended master being that her body is the planet Earth. But within that sphere, within this sphere of life that we live, that we have our being, I began to get pictures and images of every other world within world here. You've got the whole world of the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, the streams, the puddles, the ponds. You go to any pond and scoop out a glass of water and look at it under a microscope and you're going to see billions of little creatures. There's the mineral kingdom, everything under the soil, the rocks, the minerals, everything that lives down there, the worms, the grubs, the air, look at it, the whole atmosphere is filled with animals, things that live and fly, insects, birds. And then there's the terra firma, Earth herself, with every wild thing that roams, crawls, and lives here like we live here. And these beings are sentient, feeling beings that have families, communities, rituals, celebrations. They grieve. They show emotion. They feel pain. They feel loss. And to watch that show last night, it was just overwhelming. And when we did the class, the animal kingdom was practically on its knees, begging us to wake up. And it does seem overwhelming. And if you go and watch that show, it was on the Discovery Channel, Racing Extinction. You can go to racingextinction.com. You know, you can find resources to help, but you have to do it. You do. You. I clean houses and I see people throw in the trash everything that can be recycled. They just don't care. I don't know why. I don't know why. And it seems like the more you have, the more wealthy or abundantly blessed you are materially, the less you care. Because it doesn't matter. You can just buy more. So we have to do something about our habits and the way we look at what we're consuming. Because this is a consumer culture, and we have to become the makers. We have to make things. We have to learn how to make things. We have to learn how to grow our food. You know, we have to learn how to do some home gardening. Put in rain barrels. We had rain barrels here. We just took them down for the wintertime. We have solar panels on our roof. You know, you can do it. And there's so many easy ways to do solar now because a couple of my neighbors did it. The companies are coming around and offering, you know, free installation, and it lowers your electric bill. I don't know why anybody wouldn't want to do that. You know, there's compost piles for your vegetable scraps, and there's paper bins for your paper, and not just your newspaper, but your junk mail and the cardboard that comes on the back of a pack of batteries or a toy. You know, look at the packaging. If it's got too much packaging, you know, write to the company. Call the 800 number. Tell them. It may not change anything, but at least you've tried. You have to take responsibility for this planet. You got to. You have to. You have to. You have to. And I know some of these practices, it's going to be a hard thing to change because people in lots of parts of this world are poor, desperate, and the only way they can make a living is to, you know, poach fish that are on the endangered species list and do things that are illegal so that they can feed their family. I get that. That shouldn't be the case because there's a flow that's missing here. There's a flow of life, and part of that flow is wealth. And there are people who have, what can I say? They just get overcome by greed and wanting to make money. And that's what happens all over the place. We have to learn how to respect money and not treat it like it's our bitch and take as much as we can get. And learn that there's abundance all around us. And the very poor people can teach all of us about how to live on less. And the very wealthy people, and many of them are so generous and give so much. But they can do more. They can do more. And the people that have most, they need to help those people who don't have it. They need to help them with basic needs. Because if people with their basic needs are met and offered education, this planet can be an amazing place to live. It can literally be heaven on earth. So, you know, let's do it, okay? Let's not wait anymore. I'm going to go in now because it's getting a little chilly. Let's do it. Let's do what we have to do.